Some of the other things that you want to consider, and I have a little go-to, we'll have two go-to bags for gear that I kind of throw in depending on what the mission's going to be. One of the things that's really good to have is your little electronics bag. So I've got a little electronics bag, it's got cords for just about everything I could think of. Download my GPS tracks. I've got an extra power pack which can go with me. It's also got a light on it, which is kind of cool. So if you go that route, or there's the standard power pack. Today, with all the software that we're running on phones for searches, it eats your battery up pretty quick. So having a spare battery pack's a really good option, and you definitely want to have one on you, or at least with your team, so you can charge stuff up if you need to. It's gonna be out for a while, and something like this, a little solar mirror for solar collector is good. And it takes a while to charge stuff up, but it does charge stuff up over a few hours, and you can get your phone pretty well charged up. It's a little bulky, a little heavy, but if you're gonna be out there for a couple days, that's the way to go for sure. My first little go-to pack, another little water bottle holder if you need it. You can throw a water bottle in here and strap it on, so if you need more water. Gaiters, if you're going to be in heavy brush area, these are great. Keep the sticks out of your shoes. I've got some hand warmers. I've got another little quickie tent if you need one. Got a little kit. This one is my favorite one just because it's pretty versatile. It's small, it's lightweight. It's got the main quick good cup. You can melt water in there, and then you can either use this one, you can use these little packs, fuel packs. You go underneath, and this right here, or if you want, you can just put sticks in there, and you can regulate it with this little air block here. So it works great. And then I've got tea and some coffee and a lighter in there, and then I've got a spoon. So you can throw in food, a food pack or something for about overnight. You want something better to eat, you can throw one in the backpack. Food packs in there. I've got one in here, scrambled eggs. So you can do that. That's the winter stuff. I'm not going to talk about that this time. What else? Got binoculars in here if we need those. Got a map case in case we need those. That's pretty much all I would pull out of that one, or want to pull out of that one. So clothing. I've got a bunch of different clothing depending on what the mission's going to be. This has got full rain gear. So jacket and pants. And these are pretty lightweight and totally waterproof. Knee brace. I have an old knee injury one. Every once in a while it flares up, but I always have a knee brace in here in case I think I'm going to need it on a mission. I throw that in. Emergency rope kit. If we're going to be going in an area where we know we might get cliffed out, I'll throw this in. It's very small diameter, 7 mil or 6 mil rope, and a couple little carabiners and some descending devices. So great little kit, and it doesn't weigh much at all. Some more little goodies. I'm not going to go through all these, but it's kind of, the stuff that you might need. There's candles, there's an extra knife in there, saw, some more insect repellent, tissue, stuff like that. Just supplement things you might have used on a mission. There's another little pair of pants, waterproof pants that are lighter if I don't want to bring the whole thing. Backpack cover, some more hand warmers, foot warmers. So still got some winter stuff in here. So more socks, right? I never have enough socks. Always have extra socks in there. I carry also an extra kit for subject if you're going to be out and it's going to be a coldish environment. And coldish, I would say anything below 60 overnight it's pretty cold if you don't have the right gear. So I throw this in there. That's for usually for a person that's been out all night can throw this on and it'll warm them up real quick. I like socks, more socks. So, waterproof bag, extra headlamp, strobe for landing operations. If we're gonna be at night, I'll throw the strobe in there so you can see them for a long way. Baklava head cover, some more toe warmers, extra little puffy jacket. This is just a vest, but it's great. You keep your core warm if it's gonna be a cold night. So we usually run a GPS, all of us run GPS. I do have a inReach in case we're gonna go in an area where there's no cell service. I'll throw the inReach in, that way I can at least text out and get communications back that way. Unless you're running a sat phone or something, then probably don't need it. For head warm little light beam. And that's that. Oh, so if I want to search for a kid, I always throw this Beanie Baby in. Had this for a long time. Now, I usually give them out. Depends on the situation, but if I run into the kid first, they're usually a little bit scared. So this breaks the ice. You can pull this out and just give it to them. They're not very expensive. And I have a whole bunch of them, and I'll throw one in my backpack if it's going to be a kid we're searching for. And then you find them if they're scared, you can throw this to them. It kind of breaks the ice, takes their mind off of it, and gives them something to hold on to while you're helping them get them out of there. So good thing to put in there too. So that's it for water bottles and stuff. I always throw an extra water in there for subject if I want somebody out there. So that's pretty much it. It's a lot of stuff. I kind of keep your basic pack together all the time with your core things that you need on every mission, and then I kind of throw in, like I said, supplement depending on what is going to happen on the mission or what I expect might happen on the mission. The key thing is try to keep it as light as you can, because whether you're going in a mile or 10 miles, as light as you can, because you may have extra gear you're going to have to bring in, and you may have to bring gear out or people or persons out. So keep it light, move fast, stay safe. That's what I got for today. See you next time.